we've got some things to talk about before we play. We are now officially, of course, on Spotify, Amazon, Google, and we're on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. We'd love for you guys to go on, subscribe, like, all those great things, comment.
Yay!
Invite your friends.
Invite friends, most definitely. We also have a Facebook page, group, Ethereal's Rest. Find us, ask for an invite. We post stuff about what we're doing, and memes, videos.
General D&D.
Exactly.
Like us.
Follow us. High five us.
We also
Care for us. Love us.
we also have some great shout outs to do today. We have a listener, Nick. We just want to say thank you for your comments and everything. We have another one, Gil, and Billy, good friends of ours who have been listening.
Hi, Billy.
Just thank you, and we hope you're having a good time. So we're going to start here.
Oh, don't forget to mention the website.
Oh, yes. We also have etherealsrest.com. Improving it every day. We've got some great character backgrounds up there, some lore and timelines, interesting things going on every day.
I'm hoping to add some more Bardrin details.
Yes. So we'll start with the introduction. The heroes known as Ethereal's Rest have been sent to find ancient relics forged by the long-dead gods of ages past. The team has fought through multiple rooms in this long-forgotten tomb to a long-forgotten paladin. Will they save the souls of the chained to this defiled holy site and save Joslin tonight on Ethereal's Rest?
Dun dun.
I love it.
That's our theme song now. We just play the spring.
I told you it was pretty cool.
Okay, so last we left off, you guys were standing on a larger platform in this sea of a room of blackness full of white motes floating through the air. What are we doing?
Moving forward.
Well, let's just do a real quick health point check. Does anyone need to?
Can we rest?
No, we can't do a short
We can't do a
rest.
short rest?
No.
We can't just fall asleep in a corner of the dungeon? Whatever it is?
No.
You've ever played any RPG game? It's always like, you can't rest here, there's danger.
Yeah. The music would be playing at this point.
Now I have to put that in
Yeah.
post to actually get like whatever song that really was.
Some sort of epic, like, yeah, you're about to fight.
Like the original Star Trek Spock versus Kirk music.
Yes. Yeah. You guys definitely passed the last check.
I thought we were still in the room with all the horses.
Yes, that's the room that you guys are
Yeah, we're
in.
right on the ledge.
But you're on a very large, like, platform, bigger than any of the others.
Oh.
So are the zombie skeletons like the generic red shirt guys?
They're, well,
Mm-hmm.
for Element,
Yeah.
yeah.
They will not make it back to the ship.
Okay.
I love the theme.
I'm down a little bit. I'm okay.
Well, it'd be best to maximize this time for any recuperative. Like, I don't really have any dead bodies laying around that I could zombify.
Yeah, you could try to go back through the portals.
Yeah,
to
that's
that
crap.
last
No, I'm not doing that.
platform
If you can raise the moats, like the light moats, could you imagine if you could raise some of those and stuff and stuff?
Yeah, well, at a higher level, I'll be able to cast rights. Those are badass. They'd be like my generals. And the zombies would be the soldiers. Alright, so is there any chance that one of you healer types can replenish 8 hit points for me?
Yeah.
Or excuse me, not the
Right, because he's Mr. Squishy.
you with the inspiring speech
Do you want to give us a speech for like a minute?
It's up to you. I think you have a.
I gave a speech, but I have to have a short or long rest to give another one. That's why I asked for a short rest.
That-
Apparently we can't rest.
Oh, we're just gonna have to wing it then.
I can talk to
try,
all.
but if something comes
Well,
up,
as far as temporary hit points, like I'm good
Okay.
on health right now.
Okay.
I was just like, oh, what if we got those?
Yeah,
Because I
nice.
lost 6 points of that temporary hit points last.
Oh, it still
Session.
means you have 2.
3.
Oh, that's right. It's 9.
Math.
All right.
Are you
So-
commenting on the squeaky toy in the other room?
As you guys stand here and have a discussion about, damn, I really wish we had more hit points. There is a earth-shattering scream. Just, and you hear chains
Moving forward.
start to rattle. Everyone roll me a wisdom saving throw.
not 20 okay with you?
Oh yes, most definitely.
11.
14.
7.
7. Okay. So,
Your ears are bleeding a little bit.
Just a little.
mhm.
It's okay. She's a tank.
So,
Probably good thing to have music needed.
11, right? So 4 damage. 7.
I was at 14.
You're 4.
I'm 7. I'm 7?
Yeah. And you're 4 damage.
You would think with a not 20, I would have just been 100 years ago.
I know, right?
I don't know what that is, but I think that we need to go and help it. And I head up down the pathway. Why is there a big X in front of me?
It's a portal.
Oh, okay.
I just suck at drawing.
Okay. Going around the portal, I'm going to start heading down the corridor, leading the way with Lightbringer. What am I seeing?
Okay. So as you are walking, you're noticing that all around this platform, it seems to have been like broken and shattered all around the edges, and they're now like floating and spinning sections of this platform floating around it, chains hanging from different spots. As you are walking.
Okay. Anybody with me?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, we're just gonna file in.
As you come to these stairs,
I put the tanks in the front.
you can look down onto the main platform, and there is this big stone effigy in the center of this floating platform, almost like an island. And you can see what seems to be ghostly like chains floating into the casket effigy.
Wait, are we all the way down the hall looking at that thing in the middle?
You're at the top of the stairs. You're able to look down because it's like a platform
Okay.
with stairs downwards.
Idiot.
Well, Barbara, did you see any traps or anything?
Let me check.
Do you detect evil?
I don't.
You can use your divine sense
I can.
if you'd like to.
I would like to use my
Oops, they're like really good at that traps.
I am, so it'd be rolling twice.
Yes.
The same number.
So then it's using investigation.
17.
That's a good number. There doesn't seem to be any tracks.
Okay.
Moving forward.
Using my divine sense as we go forward, do I sense?
Oh, you most definitely sense. For undead, you sense all around you. Of course, all the little white motes in the air, and in a very bright light and emitting from the effigy, the casket.
A white light
A very large, like beaming white light from within.
from within the
It's
casket.
like it's glowing. It's making the casket glow.
And is Lightbringer saying anything to me?
Lightbringer goes, "Oh my God, she's here! My Joslin, I'm going to see you, my queen."
I think we have discovered Joslin, my friends. So, anybody got any ideas?
Yeah, I'm gonna have one of the zombies walk up and open the casket.
Okay.
Go ahead and have your zombie do a strength check.
I
Oh,
might need to
I have a bean ready.
well, how big is this casket? Is
It's
it
a
made of
pretty
stone?
big. Yes, it's a pretty big. It's a stone big.
Few of the zombies have been.
Well, I mean, do I have to investigate to see how heavy this stone thing looks? I mean, are we talking 800 pounds, 10,000 pounds? I don't know.
You, with your gnomish intelligence, can sense that it's like a good 4.
400 pounds.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
2 or 3 strong people could
Yeah.
push this thing off.
Yeah.
Poor Bardrin by herself.
Go for it. I'm not gonna stop you.
You should let the zombies help. They're not going to get.
I'm not helping with that.
Here's the other zombie.
Okay. So
Do you really need my help? Or can you not do it?
we'll see.
Okay.
So I'm rolling for 2 zombies or just
Yeah.
one?
Go ahead and roll for the 2. It basically.
Okay, so the
you're
first one
giving
gets-
advantage to one of them, basically, by 2 of them doing it.
Alright, so the first one gets 15.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty strong skeleton. You're a zombie.
The second one gets an 8.
They are skeletons.
I'd rather take the
Skeletons.
stronger one.
So with the help of the second one, that first one really got into it, and as he pushes, the chains that are going into the sarcophagus, these ghostly chains, start to rattle, and out of the effigy, the casket, the stone monument, bursts this ghastly woman, hair floating up in the air. Roughly looks just like the paintings that you saw.
So she's a blonde.
Yes, she's got chains around her arms and legs.
Dina, maybe you should try to cut through those chains with Lightbringer.
I think that would be a great idea. I'm going to approach with Lightbringer and swing at the nearest chain.
So, okay, go ahead and give me an attack. Oh, okay. So as you turn into it, go ahead and roll me damage.
$15.
Wow.
Just turn it
So
off.
you Lightbringer shines bright as you swing down on the chain. As you do, it rattles, and Joslin
I know.
screeches out in this blood-curdling scream, her jaw almost like looking like it extends down. Everyone go ahead and roll me another wisdom saving throw.
Jesus. It's like the
What?
grudge.
She's like a
What was
banshee.
Attached to this beautiful soul.
15.
I got a 14.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
14.
Okay. So everyone that rolled under 15 takes 5 damage. Anyone that rolled over or at 15 does 3 damage. And everyone that was under the 15 is frightened for 1 minute and has disadvantage on saves. And we can go ahead and roll initiative. Okay, what are we getting? What do we have?
I have 12.
Nat 1.
Ooh.
Do you
Well,
not
it's-
have any plus to your
Yeah, she
initiative?
does. Of course she does. What's your dex?
My dex is +2, so I got a 3.
You got a 3.
6.
Okay. What was yours?
12.
12. And
I got the 15. I must
Wow.
be rather alert right now.
Wow.
I'm looking for the first one.
Well, I am scared, so I get it.
that would make sense. Another part of the frightened, for anyone that doesn't know, is you can't willingly move closer to the thing that made you frightened.
But I can still like throw fireballs at it and stuff. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, do I need to roll for Barnabas?
No, Barnabas goes on your turn.
I know. I meant for if he's frightened.
Yes.
He might be immune to that.
Just check for that. Yeah.
He's immune from charm, frightened, paralyzed, poison, and harm.
Well, he is amazing.
So, do I need to roll for the skeletons?
If they are frightened.
Do they have immunities?
No.
Oh yeah, then go ahead and have them roll because they were within that 60-foot range.
Barnabas is probably looking at me like,
Like,
Oh, they both got 9.
okay, yeah, no, they're both frightened as well, so they can no longer move closer. But she is floating above, like she seems to be like chained above, like the effigy. Like the chains don't seem to want to like let her move.
Did we break that one chain if we hit?
No, you did damage. She did damage to it. It's not broken. She did a lot of damage to it.
I'm kind of worried though. Are we supposed to unchain her? Because if we leave her chained, she won't attack us. If we unchain her, what if she turns into some crazy banshee and like takes her ass?
Well, I agree. On the other hand, we must free her. It's the only way to free all of these trapped souls.
So
What the
we're just
funny
standing
news.
here with like this giant screaming banshee, all having this extremely casual conversation.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know.
I'm filing my nails and cleaning my
Swinging.
nails.
I'm hugging one of the zombies.
Zakira, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast on the chain that she attacked.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for an attack.
Yeah, no, that was like... It's like a 7. Like, that's a hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
So, but I'm gonna go ahead and have Barnabas attack. And he got a 21 on
Okay.
his first.
That's fantastic.
So
Get on Barnabas. Jesus.
he got 8 on his first attack.
Oh, okay. So that first chain that Xena first struck at, and then you and Barnabas tried to attack, breaks, and one of her feet come free, and she starts like trying to fight against the chains at this point, still screaming. As you send out your Eldritch Blast and then have Barnabas attack, you hear a voice in your head that says, "No, you cannot set her free.
Why is that happening to me?
You won't like it."
I don't really like her screaming either. That's kind of hurting my ears.
Do not let them.
Zakira, who are you talking to?
The voice is in my head.
Awkward. Okay.
It's not that, except romance.
It better not be. Freaking.
I haven't heard from him in a long time. Barnabas is going to go ahead with his second attack.
Okay. Okay, yeah, he's gonna go for another chain.
Yeah. That was only a 12.
That hits.
Okay. Figured maybe with his stupid crazy eye he was missed. That one did 14.
Wow. That second laser eye hits really, really hard there. As he looks at y'all doing this.
He can actually talk, by the way. He just does that because it's funny.
Mm-hmm. So, as you end your turn, Jocelyn raises her arms into the air, and some of the white motes that have been floating through the air slam down into the earth, into this platform that you guys are like floating on, and let's see what happens.
Xena, maybe you should see if Lightbringer will talk to her.
Two skeletons come busting out of the ground.
Skeleton number 1. Skeleton number 2.
And they're going to charge forward and start swinging first at Bar, and then the next one at Xena. Bar, you miss. He misses against you. You just literally put your shoulder into it, and he bounces off your cauldron. And definitely misses on you, Xena. With a 15, doesn't hit. That was the end of their turn. Margarine? What are you doing?
I'm attacking one of the chains.
Okay, so you're completely ignoring
The skeletons?
Yeah.
No, actually, he's kind of near me, so I'll just go ahead.
Okay.
He did just bounce a weapon off.
Yeah, he just hit your shoulder.
Attack of opportunity!
He came bursting out of the ground and then ran at you and swung and... Alright, so...
Yes. I had a brain fart. Hold on. I had the left side is the...
Whatever your bonuses, let's do that.
What?
Whatever your bonuses, let's do that.
I forgot which one's my bonus. 1d10 plus 5.
That's your...
That's
like
your
damage.
20. So that's my roll.
Yes.
So 15 plus 8. I apologize.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Okay.
big brain fart. And then my 10. 2 plus 5. I was gonna multiply.
3 plus 5.
It's 8.
8. Okay. So as
Yeah, I hit damage for 15.
So
You're pretty cool.
you slam your axe into this skeleton for 5 damage. Is what you said?
8.
8. Okay, 8. And it starts to break some of the bones, but he's still standing.
Not for long. 12 plus 8.
Okay, that definitely good.
8 plus 5s.
13.
13.
13 damage. So with that 13,
Sorry.
with that 13, you definitely break into the
Your ashes.
Yeah, as it falls apart, and again, as it hits the ground, that little white emote comes out of the bone, like marrow, and flies up into the air to join all the other motes.
I think we're doing it a little bit too happy.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else? Are you moving towards any of the chains or anything like that?
Yeah, I can move.
I gotcha. There we go. There you are.
So the chains are actually attached to the blocks that are out away from the effigy.
Oh,
So, yeah, I mean, being close to it would help.
okay.
But if you wanted to get really close, they're like the
So-
ghostral chains are those little bricks, the little blocks.
25 feet.
Squares.
Oh,
Do you want to mark off the one that we broke already?
Yes.
So this one?
Yeah. Because that was the one I thought you were hitting.
I got it.
Thank you.
Just wiped it out.
Okay, you just wiped it out. Okay. I'll just keep it over here for the other one.
Oh.
It's still a block. It's still something you have to avoid. You can't just wipe it off the map.
If only it's less than 50.
But you can mark it now that I've put it back on the map.
Okay.
Just put an X on it.
Like everything else.
That was Bard's turn. Elatar.
Sweet. All right, so I'm going to use the Wand of Wonder and cast Detect Thoughts on Joslin.
Okay.
Does
It
it
is
work?
yeah, you can cast on any creature.
He's just
So-
using it through the wand of one.
She would have to succeed a Wisdom saving throw of 15.
Okay.
I thought it was just for helping things with gems.
Yeah.
What, Detect Thoughts?
No, the Wand of Wonder. I thought that was like the only thing it did.
Yeah. She definitely fails. And as your brain is just filled with like all of these like murmuring little voices of like this woman's voice just talking about being locked up, wanting to be set free, regret. She definitely doesn't want to be here anymore. You're
Okay.
getting that.
So that is my action. I can also engage verbally with her,
Mm-hmm.
and I can ask her, if we release you, will you help us?
She, yeah. It's kind of hard for her because she's been like locked up like this for.
It's like talking to a crazy
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, what? Oh, maybe I don't, you know.
Yahtzee. Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'll let them know, like, hey, I don't think we have anything to fear. We need to release her as soon as possible.
Thank you.
But how?
Her chains! Her chains!
She's still swimming.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
She's in
All right. So that's my That's my personal turn, and I'm just gonna have the skeletons attack the one skeleton that's left
Okay.
because they're not frightened enough that
They can't get any closer to her, but they can
What
move
about-
away from her.
move away from her. But can they get close enough to the skeleton? Is what I'm saying. Or are they so frightened of her that they can't engage the skeleton?
Oh no, they totally can engage the skeleton. They
Okay.
can't engage her, really. Like, can't get close enough if they had a...
No, yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. I'm just gonna take out the dopey little skeleton. Thank you. Alright, so the first one is gonna roll an 11,
Does not hit.
and then the second one's gonna roll oh, Jesus, 5, so
Yeah.
they're just whiffing.
Wish they were doing those strength checks again, huh?
Yeah, right?
Alright, that was Elatar's turn. Xena. What are we doing?
I am going to Joslin, look at me. And I'm going to hold Lightbringer up and toss him to it.
Okay, so, as you throw, Lightbringer into the air, you hear Lightbringer say, "Thank you!" And as Jocelyn, grabs onto Lightbringer, you see the horrifying visage of this spirit's hand start to change, and more of a bright white light appear and grow up her arm.
I don't know if that was the best idea. I think we're gonna die.
As it seems like this holy magic is now radiating up to her arm.
I think we should have that.
I'm
I'm already backed up. I'm near one of the chains.
Zakira, as Xena throws Lightbringer and Jocelyn catches it, you hear a scream in your head. And stop them now. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
from here.
11.
Your eyes grow black, and you don't have control of your body.
Ah. What is happening to you?
Big black tears.
I dig it.
Black bean tears.
You feel like 12 packs appear on your stomach.
I am now like Jesus.
Can I do anything else?
We could say that was a free action. It's just throwing the X. So if you wanted to attack with your hammer or your other short sword,
Yeah, I will use
Little
my
bag.
hammer to attack the skeleton right beside me.
okay. Doesn't hit.
And 16.
That one does, yeah. So it's now a D8, not
Right.
a bunch.
4.
Plus your strength.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. 6.
6, okay. Alright. Start of the new round.
Has anyone noticed this change? I did. I said, what the hell's going on with you?
you're in the heat of the battle. I know we've been pretty calm sounding from now, but I don't know if you would have noticed. So
Okay,
you
well,
would
I'm
have
just
to roll
hanging
it
out
on
over
your-
here.
So our passive perception.
Yeah, the only one that with a passive that would be probably you, Elatar, with a 15.
Okay.
And he's you, of
Because
course.
it's just her eyes that have turned black.
Okay.
Oh, no
Well,
six-pack cup?
I'll wait to do
It's a
my
practice
thing.
joke.
It's obviously Jesus.
Whose turn is it?
It's the start of the round, so it's Zakira's. So Zakira, you're gonna turn to who's your closest ally.
Probably me.
Either Zima or.
No one got a coin.
Your mom's got a coin.
Okay,
We're
I'll
literally surrounded by dice.
Yeah, I know. Right, it was just a flip it, but I'll do a D4. I'm determined. Okay, so it's gonna go after Xena. You're gonna turn towards Xena. These black eyes. Your Eldritch Blasts are gonna light up, and you're just gonna unload on her.
I guess it's the heavenly tentacles.
On her chest.
I'm saying at least he's not using like something that's going to be like the whole room.
She's casting Philadelphia Eldritch Blast.
I don't know what that is.
Sorry. That's too funny. Urban Dictionary. It's your friend.
Thank you.
That was a 14.
Oh, okay, doesn't hit. Alright, Barnabas is usually controlled by you. So we're gonna have you kind of point at Elatar, and Barnabas is going to turn and look a little confused and do his little ack, but then his eyes light up and shoot fire at Elatar.
He gets a 9 for the first one.
Oh, okay.
So that's his little crap eye. He gets a 7 for the second one.
Wow. Razix is like, I gotta stop these and just rolling like shit now, Razix. Good job. Alright.
Probably a little confused why there's beams just like shooting past Elatar's head.
Alright, now Margarine, you totally notice at this point that Zakira has just turned and started firing at your teammates.
I'm also hissing and bleeding with it.
Yes. She definitely seems like there's something wrong. I apologize. It was Jocelyn's turn. Real quick, as this arm is all lit up and looking all holy, she's going to slam the Lightbringer down on one of the chains.
So I'm guessing Lightbringer has regained its original form. So is it like a true bastard sword? This thing is just massive.
In her hands, it's this long sword, very large, long sword.
Sweet.
It's a mile
And she just
long.
got a nat 20.
We're painting a picture.
And she's in the chain.
You're the one to talk, Miss Black Eyes.
Oh, you all hated Dax. Zakira, everyone.
Possessed.
And she brings the chain, the sword down on the chain for 9 damage. And it breaks.
999.
And so the chain on her right arm, she's wielding, with her left arm. So the chain on her left arm, because she slams down on it, is broken.
So is it that one?
Yes.
I'm surprised it was not 20. It didn't like look you on the face or something.
I apologize. Yeah, it did a crap ton of damage to that chain.
Emotion.
Because it wasn't 9, it was that's doubled.
18.
plus 3. So 22 damage. So it was a pretty big hit. Okay, now it's Bard's turn. You witness I can't speak. You witness Joslin just start cutting at these ghostly chains, and then you and right before that second you saw Zakira turn and start attacking your teammates.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna charge after Zakira.
Okay.
I'm gonna dash run, jump, and then tackle her to the ground.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll a grapple check.
What's that, strength?
Yes.
9 plus 7, 16.
What's your armor class?
Like 13.
13? Okay, so you definitely are grabbing her. But she can roll a contestant
Okay.
if she will. And if she gets over that 16,
I got a 14.
alright, so you did. You've got a grapple.
Great, so I'm gonna wrap my legs around her, just hold her.
Okay. Alright.
Can you feel those abs?
You've never been this close to Zakira, and
She's pretty strong, I can tell you that, because I'm fighting her tail over here.
Yeah. The tail is like coming up around her and like wrapping around your arm, ready to like yank it out of like your socket, you know. Elatar. So you this ghostly visage of Joslin is fighting the chains, and your teammate has gone batshit.
Okay, so as hot as I think this is, I'm going to have to put you in a hamster ball.
Okay.
So, I'm just going to be like, hey,
Does
Zakira.
that take me off of her automatically? Or are you
Yeah.
putting this around both of us?
no, it bubbles her.
Okay,
so
so
I'm
it
surrounding a
literally
creature.
takes me off of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can pick whatever direction she goes in, and she's going to go in the same direction. Now, you have to do a dex saving throw. If you beat a 16,
That is not one.
Yeah.
She's bubbled.
She's bubbled. And
Uh,
it just like breaks. It just pushes bar off. Does she
Yeah.
like get thrown back or anything?
dealer's choice.
It's like I'm in a gelatinous cube.
Yeah. Like a little. So
It's an instantaneous spell.
Does
So
it have to be a
within.
willing person?
No.
no, we did that on Kate.
I know, but I know, like, I have spells like Dimension Door. It has to be a willing person. You can't just grab something and click them. So
This
some
is
spells-
my control spell.
yeah.
That
It
and
just,
counter spell.
you just as this like bubble starts to appear around her, you like break your contact with her. So and you just kind of fall off. You know, and now she's stuck in a bubble, and she's fighting it. She's fighting it.
Okay, so at this
And
point,
screaming out.
the only other thing I can do is try again to attack the skeleton with my
Anybody have a
skeleton.
bucket of water to pour on Akak? Barnabas. Put his ass out.
Alright, so the first skeleton rolls a 14.
They do.
Does that hit the other skeleton?
Yeah, definitely hits the other skeleton.
Okay, and then let me see here.
Do not throw holy water on my phone.
I keep forgetting to add the +4 to the weapon.
I just said water. You don't have to bless it.
I have holy water.
No. That kills them forever. Like, seriously,
Oh,
like, I
sweet.
can't summon them.
I
in
like
my
Barnabas.
voice.
That's why I just said water, not holy water.
11 damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
got wine.
So I think you take
It
damage.
better not be sacred wine.
It's definitely broken into little pieces, and a mote flies up into the air, joining the other starry motes in the sky.
Okay, so as the moat is floating away, I'm going to take out one of my little sample specimen vials and like try and catch it.
These are kind of
Okay,
fire.
give me a dexterity check.
12.
You just barely miss it.
Do I get it though? Like barely miss it? Like I get it?
No, you didn't get it, but you barely like.
I
you
barely
go to
get
scoop
it.
Yeah, like you don't get it. You go to scoop it, and it like just it does that thing that flies do, where it just you think you're gonna. It's like you line right up, and it just goes whoop and moves right to the side and keeps floating up into the air.
Nice sound effect. Okay. And then I'm just gonna scoop up, just kind of shuffle over and scoop up the bone dust from the skeleton that we just dispatched.
Okay. All right. That was Elotar's turn. Xena.
I am going to, since Zakira is secured somewhat, Elatar, what would happen if we, obviously something has Zakira, what would happen if we were to put the holy water on her?
You can't right now, but the bubble will eventually end.
Okay. I'm going to run over to the other chain on Joslin's other leg and wail on it with my hammer.
Okay.
$16.
That definitely hits.
I never got to use the other skeleton.
Okay, we'll take that care of that right after Xena.
And 7 damage.
Okay.
And the second one, 18.
Oh,
Definitely hits.
stop molesting the skeleton.
6
I
damage.
just happens because I don't she's paying attention. I just did it.
You said 6 damage?
Yes.
Alright. Alright. Go ahead and let's do that. What's the other skeleton doing? Is he gonna attack the same chain?
Yeah. So that's the thing is like this skeleton, is it still frightened?
Yes.
Has it been a while?
Yes.
Has it been a minute?
Oh, it is not in a minute.
Okay, so
remember around 6 seconds, and you guys started right at the beginning.
okay, so I can't get close. The skeletons can't get close. I guess we're just gonna have the skeleton look around the room for anything valuable.
Alright, go ahead and give me an investigation check through the skeleton.
Mm-hmm. 10.
The skeleton doesn't see anything. It's still like horrifyingly staring at like Jocelyn, like little bones rattling.
Okay, so I guess as long as he's not in the vicinity, I don't want him to be anywhere near Barnabas.
Okay.
So I guess just have one of them back up.
Just can't go towards.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good.
All right. Top of the round. So there's like nothing she can do. Zakira can do to break that the orb.
Did Xena break that chain?
She did not break the chain.
Okay.
You can see like there's a Eldritch Blast lightning bouncing off.
The residue from the.
She was like trying to cast at it, and it's just like bing, bing, bing. It's just not going anywhere.
So then Zakira, like she said, she's shooting Eldritch Blasts at it, and nothing's happening. But Barnabas,
Razitz is an idiot.
Barnabas will act and Zakira will like scream out, kill them, and we'll try to go ahead and laser eye the closest, which would be far, it looks like.
Of course it is.
That one was a 13.
No.
That one doesn't hit. Come on.
And that one was a 14.
Nope.
Okay. There you go.
He's just like really confused and being like, what? Why am I doing this?
That was Barnabas' turn. Jocelyn's turn. She's going to attack the same chain that has already been weakened.
Barnabas, stop!
And it's going to do damage to it with a successful hit. 9 damage to it. And breaks that chain as well.
So
She brought
has one
wine.
chain.
Yes,
She brought
there's only
wine.
one more chain left. As,
If you want one.
as
Just saying.
every time a chain has broken, it seems like that holy light travels through her body, and what was this like ratted looking, undead ghost form, the armor starts to reappear. She becomes more and more like this holy warrior. That would be Q. All right. Bardrin. What are we doing?
I forget that I'm after Barnabas. I'm not close enough to the chains.
Are you frightened? Are you
No.
frightened?
No.
She's not.
Where am I? Because I'm in the middle here.
Yeah. So this was a chain block. This was a chain block. That's a chain block, and then the fourth chain block.
Okay, so then can I just run here, dash, and then jump? Because I don't know if this is floating.
Yeah. So
I want to run this way,
yeah, that's
and run,
correct.
dash, and jump.
Okay. All right, go ahead. So this is one of this chain block that you're running at is attached to one of those weird spinning like gravitational force pieces of this island. So as you do it, you're gonna have to do strength saving throws as you're standing on the island to like grab onto stuff to hold on to every once in a while as you're on it, because it's like spinning and moving in the air.
We're not gonna like fall. Like the platform's not gonna fall, is it? If we copy?
I guess we'll have to find out.
I guess so. Like I can't really do an investigation check right now.
You're kind of possessed right now.
Can I still talk to Francis while he's in my body? Can I be like, is this gonna turn into like a really hard person to kill? Because I think we need to like kill him.
He says she will be the end of me if you let her go. You cannot let her go. She promised me something, and this is what she gets for betraying that promise.
It was a dragon, wasn't it?
Yes.
Did you get all angry when I offered that to you?
Because
Now we're stuck.
I mean, you could totally.
Okay, so 16 plus 8 to swing on the chain.
Okay, so as you jump up onto the chain, yep, you're definitely holding onto the chain as it is like floating in the air.
Investigation.
Yeah, you're cutting into it while you're holding on to it.
Okay.
All right. Are you not visually seeing
No, I'm not. So 3 plus 5 is 8.
the damage? All right. So to give you a better picture, imagine there is like this weird floating rock in the air, and there's a chain being connected to Joslin. You have jumped
So
up.
Joslin is holding.
It's chained to her.
Okay, but as she's just there, and
Mhm.
the chain is attached to this piece of land or island or whatever, rock, is it like swaying?
Yes.
Okay,
and
so
when
it's loose. Okay, so I'm attached to the chain then. I've got a
yes,
hold of it.
You jumped. You told me you jumped up and grabbed the chain.
Okay. Did I break the chain?
No, you did damage to it though. With that
Okay.
first swing.
Let's see, it's 10?
That does not hit on.
Okay.
So you're hanging on. You did a strength check to make sure you can jump up there and hold on, and then you did your attacks. Elatar.
Okay, so I can still cast spells. Let's go with lightning bolt on the chain.
Okay.
So
What
this
chain?
chain has to succeed a dexterity saving throw of 15.
Okay, let me roll to see if I believe it has disadvantage because it's an
Chain.
object. What did it have to be?
15.
It is moving through the air as like Joslin jostles around and was like fighting. And it rolled an 18. But we can what we can say though is that was the roll.
You're telling me a chain. Never mind.
It's a very dex.
It's fucking whipping through the air, right?
Yeah, well you've got Jocelyn moving it and bars hanging off of it. So let's say that 18 bar went, oh shit, I'm attached to this chain, and like moved it out of the way as your lightning bolt shot into it because she's like, I would also get electrocuted.
Alright, so that's a hit.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because it is a movable.
Alright, so this is utilizing the wand of wonder. I'm going to cast this lightning bolt, and it is going to do 29 points of damage.
Oh yeah, that definitely shatters it. Stephanie, give me a dexterity save as this lightning bolt comes shooting into the thing you're holding on to.
You mean Bardry?
I apologize, Barbara.
What am I doing?
A dexterity save?
So I do that.
7?
Oh, yeah, okay. So she takes 27 points. We can half it because it's through the chain. So...
It was 29, but yeah.
Okay, so...
14?
14 points of lightning damage. And the chain breaks. So go ahead and give me an acrobatics check to try to land back on the platform that you guys are on.
You basically cast trample.
I'm sorry, how much damage? 14?
Yeah, 14 damage to you, lightning damage.
Okay. Acrobatics. 10.
Yeah, we'll say you land. It's not very pretty, but you do land back onto the platform.
That one?
Yes.
Yeah, the big one that you started from. As the chain breaks. As the chain breaks, that fourth chain, it like shatters into little pieces, and the remaining form that was this ghastly woman fully transforms into this beautiful angelic paladin as she like spins in a circle, and you all hear thank you, and the island like thank you. Right,
She's
exactly.
free?
Yeah, she's completely free, and the bits of this platform start to shift and all reconnect, and everything around you is starting to reform into more of a pristine temple. It's like reforming
So we're restoring the temple. It's coming
Yes,
back to its
coming
original
back to its
glory and beauty. Okay, so as she still has, I want to say, it's been, 3 rounds? So that's 20 seconds?
Yeah.
So she's got 40 seconds to figure out. We're either going to kick your ass, or you're going to need to calm down.
Well, we'll talk to Krazitz and be like, if you wanted this dragon killed, what's so very good to have her do?
I want you to do something else.
But
Joslin's deal was not was not your deal. Your deal is something else. And the black in your eyes dissipates and goes away. But you feel like something's missing.
okay. Don't hurt me. Guys are normal.
Okay, so I'm going to continue to use the detect thoughts with Joslin. How's she feeling?
She's feeling, as she's floating there, as this ethereal paladin spirit is just finally calm. You don't even hear really thought in her head as you guys witness the transformation from this horrific, bodies looking like they're coming out of the walls and floating islands all kind of smash back together into this pristine temple chapel kind of looking room.
What are the white motes doing?
The white motes are actually slowly dissipating and disappearing.
I am going to walk towards the monument and her and fall down on my knees and start to pray and thank,
So as you get down on your knees and start to pray to the Lady of the Light, you're looking up at Joslin. You see a bright white light appear above her as she's flying in farther up into the air, and you see the figure, this silhouetted figure with the light coming from behind it of a woman as she is reaching up with Lightbringer.
I've never seen anything so beautiful. She's ascending. She'll go to the next level.
Well, ask her for her sword, but don't we need that to kill a dragon or something?
We do, but that's her sword. That's something that we...
Well, ask her something. That's what the whole point we were here.
Ask her what?
Didn't we come here to figure out how to kill a dragon?
Hey, before you leave, we still have that matter of you helping us.
And as Joslin is being greeted by this form of this god, which by the way, I don't know. I feel like we should roll another wisdom because I don't think you guys have ever yes, you felt the warmth of the death shroud around you, and Mom is definitely dreamt of the god, but you're seeing in a godly form appear in front of you within this paladin.
Oh dear.
So this is a faith check.
Yeah, this is kind of oh my god, I'm seeing God. You're looking into the Ark of the Covenant kind of thing.
I rolled 4
12.
plus 1.
Okay.
I rolled in that one.
Okay, so
You're telling us the numbers to do the math for you?
So we'll say with a nat 1, Xena, you have never been so close to the Lady of the Light, or its predecessor, Cade, the god of light, that you faint. You literally faint.
Quonk.
You
Okay.
cannot handle it.
Does she start speaking in tongues? I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. And you rolled a 4 on it?
5,
A
yeah.
5? Yeah. You don't faint, but you do fall to your knees as this godly figure is like open itself, and you're seeing it, and your tears start to run down your face as an emote flies up next to you, and that white golden body starts to appear, and then another one next to it, and it's your parents.
Oh.
And they smile at you, and they fly around you, and like one flies to one side and the other, and you feel you feel them embrace you, and then they fly up to meet the god in the sky, in the ceiling. And as Joslin reaches the god, she throws the sword down, and it falls and lands into the effigy, the casket. And then the room starts to go dark again as the god and Jocelyn disappear.
okay, so Xena's doing her like blah, 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 blah,
Yeah, she's fainted.
having a religious moment, and then we have Bar, who's laying on the floor embracing some kind of existential,
Herself.
yeah.
She's
And
rocking
there's a
and
crisis
crying.
happening, and then we have Zakira, who has just been abandoned.
Yeah, she rolled a 10, and she's just kind of like, what the fuck is all this? She's
Uh-huh.
So as they're all doing this, and I'm really the only one that has any kind of sanity left, I'll solemnly walk over, pick the sword up, look at all 3 of my associates who are now just devastated by this experience, and I will hold it up and pray to my God and say, this is what you sent me to do. This is the reward. You owe me. I'll just stick it back in the ground. And I'll walk over.
Green, 'cause it's
It's a butter knife. And I'll walk over to Zakira and I'm like, hey, are you alright?
I feel very empty. I don't like it. I don't know if I can cast any spells at all.
Alright. Just hang tight. I'll walk over to Bar. I'll try and splash some water on her face and like, hey, I know this is a lot, but we're gonna get through this.
revenge.
Revenge for what?
The red dragon. I will kill it. The red dragon.
I thought we had the blue one to get rid of first.
Thank you.
Alright.
I'm dead.
Oh, you're
So-
not dead.
I'm out.
You can start to wake back up.
You're prone. You're
So I'm
on the
gonna ask-
ground.
I'm gonna ask Bar, you've known her the longest. Is there any way you can comfort her?
What is she doing?
She fainted from seeing her God, the thing she believed in most in the world. And it literally was a god from the sky, which she's like all about sky level.
I walk over to her. I open my wine flask and pour some on her face.
Oh. You,
Here, have some
you,
sacred beverage for
you,
that.
you get woken up from your fainting spell by getting splashed in the face with wine.
Sacred beverage.
Sacred beverage.
Do you want some cheese with that wine?
You guys are now sitting in, and as this temple reforms, Scott says again to like reform and turn back on, and this beautiful temple with this effigy that kind of slides and raises back up and is in center mass of this room you know, and the lid that was kind of pushed off of it recloses on top of it, and it's just all reforming as you guys are standing in this room.
Hey, I wonder if your staff is still there, waiting for you to be touched by it.
Yeah.
By you.
Yes. I'm sure it needs to be touched. All right, so we can kind of loot. I guess there's really nothing else. Looking around the room, is there anything that would tell us?
There doesn't seem to be anything just from your passive perception. There's like, as you guys are standing there, hues begin to, like, praying spots begin to form. But really, this is just a temple room to come pay your respects to Joslin.
This is a holy place. We can't take anything. So I'm.
This is a holy place.
Yes.
This right here,
Yes.
not the beginning.
He wants the staff from the first
This
room.
is the tomb. This is the most important part. I don't care either way.
All right, so if we go exploring back into the tomb, do the moats have the moats resided like where they
So
were?
as you guys turn and head back out, the first thing you notice is that there are no, like, portals anymore. It's all one room. It leads right back into that next room.
So we're not having to like jump through
from
portals and
room-
all that
yeah,
other stuff.
Yeah.
So the entire cavern is
Yeah.
a temple. The
Yes.
entire thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a holy place, but given that we have restored it to its original beauty and sanctity, if there is items that would benefit us, we should use them.
Agreed.
If you wish to bring in some clerics and restore practice of worshiping the 11th sky, that's fine. I'll even use the sending stone. If you have someone that we can communicate with, we can let them know. Like, I can send a message to Pug and have a runner meet us back here at some point. But I think what we need to do is we came here to help Joslin,
Yes.
and we accomplished that.
You know,
We're entitled to a
that
little something.
staff probably has nothing to do with the temple. I bet you someone came in to like ravage the place and died from the zombies, and that was left there.
And drop their
Yeah,
staff.
it's probably that's where all those piles of like treasure and stuff is from people dying here.
So
I wonder what that looks like.
If Drodak was with you, he'd go, those obviously adventurers who try to steal and they die and then they get dead. That's their kind of stuff.
Yes, we don't care about them.
So everyone is walking up the stairs.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
you see me?
they're
I'm-
right back into
I am going
The room
to
with
turn
the
around.
zombies.
Are you gonna take the sword?
I'm going to turn around and the sword is not. It's part of.
the sword is in the ground where Elatar, like, threw it back into the ground.
Looks like a really badass butter knife.
I'm going to give. I'm going to take my little golden dove that I have,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to put it at the base of the effigy of the statue.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk over to Lightbringer and hold his hilt. And
As you grab onto his hilt, you hear the voice in your head. No one else hears it. Only she does, and it says, "She said thank you, and she was finally at peace, and she said she needs you more than me, and she threw me back down to you. We're gonna slay. We're gonna slay all day, Queen.
you're mine now.
I'm yours forever."
Oh, I'm gonna pull him out
Just
of
don't
the dirt.
slam me into a rock.
No rocks
Unless
for
his
you.
name is Dwayne.
Oh dear.
Oh my
You're so
God.
glad that she didn't have to go there.
I'm gonna pull him out of the dirt and wipe him very carefully on my little tabard and look at him. Is he shrunk back down again? So I can actually.
He's a long sword for you, so it's measured. He magically changes to the size that you need it to be.
And I'm gonna head up the stairs.
Okay.
Behind.
So you guys notice that, like I said, you turn around and the stairwell that was that you originally came out of into this main huge cavern room is just like right there, and you're able to walk right up the stairs. And when you get up to the top of the stairs, it's one big hallway that skeleton pit is no longer there. It just leads right back to that main room where the 6 effigies are there, and all of the treasure and stuff are all piled up, but all the bones and everything are gone. There's no platforms that you have to jump from. Zia now has
I have the light bringer.
a small letter opener in his hand. And over in that middle sarcophagus, leaning on it, is that gray robe and the black staff of the tower.
Sweet. So I'd like to go and reclaim the staff I had given up earlier. Can I detect what kind of staff this is? I mean, earlier you had said it was a staff of great power, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But the detect magic, would that tell me any more?
When you guys sit in this beautiful room, by the way, gilded carpets and everything, and the effigies are beautiful. That each one is a different paladin warrior on the top of it, like in laying in rest. And you do your 10-minute ritual, and it detects that it is a staff of power.
Does that mean we can take a rest?
Yeah.
Is it safe to take a rest?
I think it is. Are we all gonna just kind of pull out our knapsacks and set up camp as best as we can with maybe like a torch on the floor, how is the room lit?
So the rooms are lit by sconces
I need some healing.
on both sides
Do it.
of where the coffins are, the effigies. There's sconces, so they're on the walls. So, and it's well lit, and there's like light coming in from the ceiling, like lights up windows. So you're definitely getting the idea that you're no longer underground.
So the roof is just opening up?
It's not opening up. It's like windows up at the top,
Like a skylight.
like skylights.
Yeah, but like we can see the outside.
Yes, you can see the outside.
That's cool. All right, well, Zakira.
She's gonna like wrap herself in her cloak and like go brood somewhere. She's like a moody teenager right now. She's crabby.
Yeah.
All right, so if I walk up to you and ask you how you're doing.
So did you ever like?
It's not okay for an old man to be creepy right now.
He's trying to be nice.
She's a joke.
Kira's just like, it's like her crush just broke up with her. She's not happy with him.
All right.
That's Graz's.
Yeah, and that's the guy she like worships. That's where she gets
Oh,
magic
yeah.
from. And now she's hollow, and then
Just because he tries to keep killing her doesn't mean that she's not like, what's up? You know?
She's like Harley Quinn. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so
Damaged goods.
I'm gonna ask her, hey, if I gave you the wand of wonder, would that cheer you up?
will that bring Graz back?
No, but you might be able to shoot like rubies or something and kill a kobold with it. I don't know.
I still have one of those things.
You're a badass.
I don't feel very
Take as
bad.
much time as you need.
I don't feel very bad. That's right. I feel like something's missing.
Just need my butt pucker.
Thank you for sharing.
So the rest of us will curl up on a pad and take 8 hours, right?
Or are we doing a short
Sure.
rest?
Sure.
Just a 4 hour? Why?
Short?
I want to sleep for 8 hours. I want to get all my spell slots back. Why are we taking a short rest? I think we've earned this.
Okay, 8 hours.
All right.
Barnabas can watch and let us know if there's anything.
While we're taking a long rest, why don't we take a break and we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So as you guys lay your, did we agree on a long rest?
Yes.
Alright. So you guys are sleeping in this beautiful cathedral above this temple, or part of this temple.
Is that what that is?
A cathedral room, kind of. You go to sleep. Each one of you have different dreams, different things happening, running through your heads. Xena, you keep seeing that image of the bright-faced lady, and the warmth fills you. Elatar, same kind of thing, except it's all the years of studying and believing in death, and you feel that death shroud, I like to call it, wrap around you as you're sleeping. Barb, you keep seeing images of your family, and everything you need to do. And Zakira, you keep seeing different images of every time you've been close to death.
All my sacrifices.
Yes, all the times you've almost been sacrificed. In between those, you also see these different images of your mother. The last image you see of your mother is laying on the ground with a dagger in her heart.
Definitely having some fussy sleep.
Yes.
Tossing and turning.
But you feel through all of those that Crassus is still with you. He's just being kind of
The giant asshole that he is.
yes, not letting you in, but still close to you. When you wake up, you all feel rejuvenated, and even more than that, you feel like more powerful as you've all gained a level.
Yay!
So we will, while we're here, roll for our hit points. So what you do is you roll your hit die and add your constitution, and that increases your max HP.
I got a 3.
Heck yeah, I rolled a 7.
Plus your constitution modifier, Heather.
Yes, I got a 4.
13.
So you add 13 to your max HP.
I have a constitution of 3. So
Yeah.
I got 10 more points.
For hit points.
Yeah, so it raises your max hit points.
So wait, you have 72?
No, I rolled, I had 68 hit points. I rolled a 4. Or I rolled a 3 plus 1. So I get 72 hit points now.
I have more hit points than Tina.
Yeah.
I have 97.
Well, you're the tank. I would hope you
You're
have
the fighter.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's Elatar who's probably, hopefully broke 50 at this point. No, not yet.
Oh, he's still in his teeth.
He is.
I gained 5
Ah,
hit points.
Hey, 5 hit
you in your
points.
20s though?
Yeah, he's like 40 something, right?
Yeah, I'm 47.
Oh,
47. He's getting up there.
I
Wizards,
apologize. I understand now why you gave me that nasty look.
man. I rolled up a
Back to you.
20s, holy cow! I would be like,
This is why I did this earlier. He's squishy.
Yeah, I rolled a wizard for the heck of it, all the way to level 20 like 2 days ago, and I was like, oh look, he's got 87 hit points at level 20. That's crazy.
this doesn't mean
It's like a
squishy.
heart. Squishy.
Yeah.
That seems like he's.
You look like you're milking.
No, that would be more peace.
If you guys want to take the week to go over and build, figure out what your next.
So we're still at the temple. It's not like we've reconvened at Darkmoor.
Yeah, Vonmore.
Vonmoor, excuse me.
Yeah, you have not. You're still in the temple. You've just woken up, but you feel that I'm more powerful.
Yeah.
Have you, while we were on break, did you get a chance to look up a staff of power?
I will add it to my inventory.
Did we get anything?
So there is definitely gold all around all the effigies that you were in the room of. Remember? So if you wanted to collect some of that gold.
I could have sworn we had took
He found some gold and copper embedded in the walls after that explosion from the barrels in the chest.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Um,
So yeah, stuff.
So we do.
yeah, so if you it's whatever you're getting at level 9.
So you're gonna need a handbook.
Yep.
And look at what the new stuff is.
So level 9 fighter gets Indomitable. So you get to re-roll those savings.
So there's no way to dual staffs, is there?
No.
So I can't just magic wand or wand of wonder, staff of power, touch the
Stop it with
tips, and
the
it just
wand of wonder.
simultaneously.
Gandalf.
Uh,
So it's not like you're gonna have a staff and a long sword. Just be like, not touching a pistol. So
That's why I think Token was really taking some liberties.
well, Tolkien, you've got to understand that Tolkien didn't. I mean, he labeled
He was
them
generations
wizards.
before.
Yeah, he
Gygax.
labeled them wizards, but technically they're sorcerers because they get their
Magic ability
warlocks.
naturally, right?
Yeah, they're warlocks because they get their powers from the Valar. The Valar. They're Malar.
Oh,
They
you're
get
such a
their power.
token nerd. Oh my god.
I am. I watch a bunch of YouTube videos about it all the time. But yeah, they're almost warlocks.
Alright, so we're gonna level up, and then next week we are off to investigate further the Cauldric dragon.
Are we ready to do that? Or
No.
I think that
Well, we have to investigate.
Don't we
That's
have-
what I'm saying.
We have
We're
more relics.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you have to talk to Pug. And Pug might have some more information. There was
We
a
have a little question mark over his head.
Oog?
yeah, Pug.
Wait, have we been saying it wrong
Copyright
this whole time?
2022.
Bug.
Bug.
We have been saying it correctly,
Or Doug.
but Raymond D. Weiss might be like, we don't like that, and so
His name is Doug.
He might go all George Lucas on our ass.
Dude. His name's Doog. He just sounds like it's Doug, but from Ireland. It's Doog.
we'll just call him the dude. No.
The dude.
I just think of the Big Lebowski. But
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
And now I have to, every time we roleplay, I roleplay as Pug, now I have to, Doug, or whatever, the dude.
Doog.
I have to be the Big Lebowski, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get like some
Can you
glasses
name the big
and
Lebowski?
a robe.
I'd probably be more like Thor and
Fat Thor.
in-game Fat Thor.
I
Yeah.
loved him like that.
He's got dad bod.
I'm curious if they actually were like, hey Chris, we need to go eat a shit ton of
He did, they did.
And
He
like,
put on all kinds of weight for it.
Oh, he put weight. No, he didn't.
No,
he wore
he-
a bodysuit.
Yeah, I want a
Yeah.
I've never did put on weight.
No, they were only gonna have him in the fat suit for a very short time, but he was like, nope, and he wore it like through the whole film
Mm-hmm.
because he's like, this character needs to grow a little bit more. I watched an interview about it.
I think he would have felt it was like hollow of him to just be like, I'm fat, and it
It was
took
more
time
so
to
that
gain it.
he was tired of lifting his shirt and being like, I got washboard abs.
Yeah, they probably didn't want to just be like, one scene he's fat, and then he's like, I just called him the gods, and he's skinny.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
he wanted it to be a
So,
progression.
Like, especially like at the last battle, he calls both hammers to him, and he like transforms back into the outfit, and his hair is all good and everything, but he's still got a stomach and the fat jowls, so you know he's still a big boy. And I think that was one of those moments where they're like, yeah, he's gonna be big and he's gonna be Thor again, and he's like, no. And what makes it great is they just released the Thor Love and Thunder, and it like shows him working out, trying to get back into shape. I love it. So he's got like
I didn't see
these
that.
huge chains, and he's whipping them like they do. In
He's doing CrossFit.
Yeah, he's doing like CrossFit shit.
I like it.
He needs to go to like the fire pits of hell, because CrossFit they do it all sweaty and stuff.
Oh.
He needs to go somewhere that's like really hot or
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, as Xena, I believe that we should go back to the camp and find out what's going on there, and then perhaps we should find a way to visit the Oracle. And of course, speak to
I was
Pug.
about to say, we need to talk to
When you talk to Pug,
Doug.
Poog.
We'll figure.
See what you
we'll
did,
figure
Chris.
his name out by next session.
Okay.
We'll change it
We'll
up.
call him the D.
Yeah.
the,
No,
big,
I
the
don't-
big
I don't
D.
I don't know if you want to be like, we need to talk to D.
Steve's nuts, yeah.
The big D.
But yeah.
Can you get the big D on the line?
I saw
We'll
a
just,
freaking TikTok with that.
Yeah.
When Aaron was like, what did your dad teach you? These nuts. What did your dad teach you? These nuts.
And then they're like, and what does that mean? It's like, for feeding squirrels.
Yep.
It was adorable. But anyway, I think we'll cut it off there. No short session tonight, but we've got a busy week ahead of us. And anyway, we want to thank you for listening. Remember, you can find us on YouTube at Ethereal's Rest, Facebook at Ethereal's Rest, our website, etherealsrest.com. You can also find the podcast on Spotify, Google, Amazon.
Stitcher?
Is it Stitcher?
I think it's Stitcher.
And again, the YouTube channel is
Is
just a
that a new
podcast.
thing, Stitcher? Never heard of that.
I'm sure if you go to our website, you can find a link.
Maybe not Stitcher.
I know you can find a link to the Spotify. And also,
It's Amazon, Apple, Google, YouTube,
Yeah.
our website.
and we really
And-
appreciate comments and questions. If you're like, hey, what is Xena? Xena is a goblin. She's a goblin paladin. Elatar is a gnome wizard. Zakira is a tiefling warlock. And Bardrin is a
Female dwarf fighter.
and they are
Means you're super hairy.
And we're
Yeah.
all a little quirky.
Yeah. And
Just
we
so
just,
good.
we really appreciate everything, and we want you guys to enjoy. And if you have any questions, like I
I
said,
love my wine.
just
And
message us.
special
through.
thanks to Nick.
Yes, and thank you, thank you to Nick,
Number one.
number one fan there. We really appreciate it. Anyway, we'll have a great night, and we will see you next week.